Hello guys, welcome to another episode of the build-up of the 1979 Datsun B210 wagon here on Press Auto Repair. So let me go with more detail on this video with you guys. I know you guys been asking a few questions about it. So currently we're working on the bodywork right now, fixing all that rust, all that wasabi rust. So here she is. I guess it's a slow project, really humble project, nothing too crazy. Like I said, we're gonna be bidding on this, so we don't want to go like, you know, spend a lot of money on, you know, like good body work and stuff like that. It's gonna get trash anyway. So yep, here she is. So I know some guys was asking me about the wiring harness. Like I said, I was almost done with it. I was trying to remove the ECU again and depin it, but I already have everything like almost done, I would say. I found a lot of information on Facebook, practically A86 beam swaps. So that's your best, I think, where you can get most of the information just to get this swap done with the original ECU. So I apologize guys, I cannot take everything back off. It's almost there. So here's the owner, Mr. M. Muratana, aka Mr. M. So like I said, yeah, I'll tell him, yeah, 86 beam swaps, yeah. So it's a lot of research there. Not on some stuff for the wiring it's hard to find, but you guys can get it done. It's like it's possible. There's also, you know, Mark panic wire. He sell the whole hot wire harness to convert this kit. So like I say, let's go over the car again. Like I say, it's a 3SGE 5th gen. All the people know it's a beam swap. So here's the header. We have to custom make the header in order to make it fit on this body, because this one it has the gearbox there. We decided to leave it as for now. So we have to practically cut the headers here and the back one and twist them around. That way it clears the steering box on this Datsun B210. So practically have like a little bit over a 1/4 inch gap in there. So it clears pretty fine. We had to bash just the firewall a little bit. You really guys don't have to. It clears. So let me see if you can see in there. Practically it's good. You really don't have to like bash the firewall if you don't want to. So yeah, still working on the wire harness. I see a little bit of a mess, but at least we got it running for now. And you know, it's a work in progress. So let me go up and show you what we did. Actually, let me go on the back first. So we did a 5-gallon fuel cell for now, because the original fuel tank was so in bad condition we cannot reuse it at all. So we did a returnless system, only using one line. I'll explain more in a minute. Let me go up with the car. Got some 15 by 10 and a half wheels right here. nah, it's coming out soon. Actually have wheels, but we went on some wider wheels. At least 15 by 8, at least 15 by 10s. Or get space for the one that we have. So it's a lot of body work. A lot. So let me explain what we had to do to fit this swap in here. So we made some custom made spacers for the subframe. We did like almost 1.25 inches to drop down the subframe. That way it clears the engine pan. So like I say, you see it has clearance on it. So we modified the original cross member. So we actually use a 1/4-inch steel plates and weld them into the cross member, and we reuse the original engine mount. So practically it fits perfect in. We had to custom the custom rear transmission mount too. Sorry for the lighting. It's like, there we go. So on this one you have to trim the oil pan, at least on the aluminum. So you have to practically remove all that material off here just to make room for the steering linkages. Like I say, we still have this old school steering system in it with the gearbox. So we ended up like grinding all this material off, as you can see. They actually sell a plate for behind it to cover it, but we're gonna make another stuff to fit in here for the time being. So in order to make these steering linkages fit into this car, you have to flip the pivot arm on the gearbox upside down. You gotta drill it a little bit, but it will slide in and just practically tie the heck out of it. On the other side, on the idler arm, you have to like use a bracket and lower down another 1.25 inches. So practically you have to modify the steering, the factory steering, to make it fit, to make this swap fit in this car. So like I say, it's a really tight fit. This is the oil filter. It clears. It's all good. So let me see another view of the header that we custom built here, at least from the upper side down. When we went for a 4 to 2-to-1, we're running a 2.5-inch stainless. We use a, what year was this? A 92 Toyota Celica, I believe. O2 sensor. So, and we're running a Flowmaster FX all the way to here. We're planning on do something else. We're still deciding what to do with it, because we're gonna go lower. We have to reroute it. We still haven't worked on the suspension yet or the differential. We have the propeller shaft, you know, custom made for this application here, but it's not done yet. This is not gonna last long. This is a small differential, but at least for the time being, you know, they haven't break yet. We did few burnouts and still holding up for the time being. But yeah, something simple for the fuel system. So we run practically line, just a single line to the 5-gallon fuel cell, and we're using an external fuel pump right here, as you guys can see. Single pump, 255. We did a pre-filter, the pump, and we're using a Corvette C5 fuel filter with built-in pressure regulator. So that's what we're using on this. It's practically really close from specs from factory, or the fuel pressure I think it's around 59 to 62. So yeah, it's starting the car. It had enough fuel delivery, at least for a stock application is fine. So we did a braided line for the clutch lay cylinder. We're still using the factory one. So we did a braided line. I think it was for a 94 to 2001 Acura Integra, because this vehicle was currently automatic too, so we had to modify that. So let me lower down explain. We did a wildwood clutch pedal assembly of a 94 to 2001 Acura Integra. It fits almost perfect in there. You have to like modify a few stuff. You have to like re-drill the holes on the firewall to make that wildwood clutch pedal assembly with a master fitting here. So You're running the line from here all the way down to the slave. So excuse the mess. Like I say, this is work in progress. So practically even fit flush from the top. So you have to do an insert on top and re-drill the holes to install the new unit here, the wide wheel brake pedal for 94 to 2001 Acura Integra. A lot of people know it's a Teggy, so at least you see. We're gonna plan to update brake pedal wide wheel too and eliminate the booster. So we end up on this swap, end up relocating the shifter because the original was like here, like almost 6 inches back. So I think it's JSP Engineering. We bought the relocation kit. You can actually find it online. It's around. It's a little bit expensive size, like $270 something, but it's worth it. Literally, the shifter sits like right here, and it comes for another 6 inches, I would say. So it's very practical. It saves you a lot of practically time, and it feels better. I think it looks better too. So you see, everything is nice and neat. All you have to do is just like trim it a little bit to get access to these bolts, just a tiny bit, nothing crazy. But let me go ahead and start the car.